Midnight. Can an AI whisper you to sleep with nightmares? That's the question I'm going to test today, and I'll show you exactly what happens. This isn't just idle curiosity. It's a genuine experiment to see if AI can craft the perfect blend of horror and relaxation. 030. Here's how the test will work. I've selected 3 popular AI chatbots: ChatGPT, Claude, and GPT-Neo. Each will be tasked with generating a unique scary story designed to help someone fall asleep. We'll measure success based on 2 criteria: how scary the story is and how well it induces sleep. A panel of willing participants will rate each story on a scale from 1 to 10 for both criteria.
The chatbot with the highest combined score wins. 130. Let's dive into the first test. I downloaded the ChatGPT app at 2 a.m. The perfect time for a spooky experiment. The atmosphere was already eerie, with the soft hum of my computer and the dim glow of the screen casting shadows around the room. I typed in the prompt: generate a scary bedtime story that helps someone fall asleep. Within seconds, ChatGPT responded with a tale about a haunted house on a hill. The story began innocently enough, describing the creaking floorboards and the faint scent of old books. But as it progressed, the tension built. The protagonist heard whispers in the night, felt cold drafts brush against their skin, and saw fleeting shadows dart across the walls. It was genuinely unsettled. Next up was Claude. I gave it the same prompt, and it delivered a story about a cursed mirror. The narrative was more psychological, focusing on the protagonist's growing paranoia as they stared into the mirror and saw distorted reflections of themselves. The story was less about jump scares and more about building a sense of dread. Finally, we have GPT-Neo. This chatbot took a different approach. Instead of a traditional haunted setting, it crafted a story about a mysterious forest with glowing mushrooms and eerie music. The protagonist wandered deeper into the woods, encountering strange creatures and hearing haunting melodies. It was a surreal experience, blending beauty with terror. After collecting all the stories, I gathered my panel of participants. They listened to each tale through headphones, rating them on scariness and sleep-inducing qualities. The results were intriguing. ChatGPT's haunted house story scored high on scariness, but struggled to induce sleep. Claude's cursed mirror tale was moderately scary, but had a calming effect due to its slower pace. GPT-Neo's forest story was the most unique, scoring well on both fronts. 4 o'clock. Here's where it gets interesting. While the scores were revealing, something unexpected happened during the test. Several participants reported vivid dreams after listening to the stories. One dream involved being chased through the haunted house. Another featured a confrontation with the cursed mirror's reflection, and a third was set in the mysterious forest. These dreams added a new layer to the experiment, suggesting that the stories were not only affecting their conscious mind, but also seeping into their subconscious. 5 o'clock. But the real surprise has come. As we analyzed the data further, we noticed a pattern. The stories that induced the most vivid dreams were also the ones that participants found the scariest. This correlation suggests that there might be a link between the intensity of fear and the depth of sleep. It's a fascinating discovery that could have implications for understanding the relationship between fear and sleep. 7 o'clock. Now, let's look at the final results. ChatGPT's haunted house story received a combined score of 14, with high scariness but lower sleep induction. Claude's cursed mirror tale scored 16, balancing scariness and sleepiness effectively. GPT-Neo's forest story topped the charts with a score of 18, excelling in both categories. The numbers speak for themselves, but the real proof is in the participants' experiences. 8 o'clock. So, would I
recommend trying AI-generated scary stories to fall asleep? Based on our experiment, the answer is a cautious yes. While some stories may be too intense and disrupt sleep, others can create a unique blend of fear and relaxation. The key is finding the right balance. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe. We post stories like this every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. 9 o'clock. Subscribe and hit the bell. We drop new horror content every single day. The next story is even crazier. If you like this, watch our upcoming video on deep web AI experiments. Thanks for joining me on this eerie journey into the world of AI-generated nightmares. Until next time, sweet dreams, or maybe not.